Hi everyone, welcome to another episode on the Rems Family channel. It might be Rems Family Farm again later, we'll see. So I figured it was time for another garden tour. Stuff is overgrown. I might have to to just give some of the veggies to pigs, but whatever. You don't always have time to take care of everything. So first thing I want to show are my gooseberries here. They're pretty much. I didn't want to remove them all. The kids have been eating them since they were green, but you know, if you wait until they're red, they're even better. Delicious. So I've had maybe 4 or 5 ascot berries, which isn't much, but look at that. Nice blueberries. Look at how big they are. Look at my radishes. I think at this point I'm just gonna wait for the pods to come up, because yeah, you can eat the radish pods, and they're just as good as the radishes themselves. I have some watermelon radishes. Look at my kale. Kale is definitely overgrown. Red lettuce, and this is spinach there. This is spinach. And finally have some raspberries. See a lot of bees, so there might be a bee nest in there, so I have to be careful when I come and pick them up. They look delicious. Like I said before, this apple tree is a new tree, so no apples this year. But this one here, this is one of the two things I'll be sad to leave behind if I do indeed leave. This tree and this tree, my tree. You know the story about my brother. I know I can't bring that tree with me, and I know they're probably gonna cut it down, but nothing much I can do. And look at the size. Still have about a month and a half maybe for them to grow. So I'm gonna have a couple of apples on there. As I'm getting closer to my main garden, I want to show you my strawberries. Well, there's no more strawberries, but look at the bed there. The plants are growing like crazy, and I love it. Oh, I have some strawberries there. Two strawberries. All right, so there was one more. And over here, for some reasons, my pepper plants are not growing, but I have a couple of carrots growing here and there. Like everything else, it's overgrown by weeds. But what happened is, with everything that's been going on in my life, I kind of neglected the whole garden, and by doing all this, I left the weeds take advantage of my garden. I think these are pumpkins, and they're not yet growing, but I mean the plant is starting to spread. I have my turnips here, and I never really got to it. I needed to clean it out a little bit, but I have a couple here that seem to be getting a little bit bigger than the other ones. So hopefully I'll be able to get at least a couple of turnips. See, like these ones are dead. I need to come and clean this up. Tomatoes are finally starting to come out. I didn't put a cage on them this year. I wanted to let them go by themselves. And look at this one here. This tomato plant broke down a couple of days after I planted it, but it's still growing. Some more tomatoes there. And one thing I want to show you, this tomato plant broke in half. I don't even think you can see it now. Probably somewhere around there. See? You can see that it was broken at some point. And I picked the top part. I simply put it there, just like that there. Put the stem right in the soil. So it needs nitrogen. Obviously it's getting purple. I'm gonna have to go and get some chicken poop and bring it over. But without roots, it still managed to develop a couple of tomatoes. So see, if you think your plant is dead, tomatoes are easy to grow back. I have a couple of cucumber plants finally growing here. Like everything else, it's overgrown. I need to weed it out. I can see a male and a female on the same stem right here. So maybe, just maybe, I'll get at least one cucumber. So here are my potato plants. Hopefully I'll get some potatoes because they've been growing very, very well. These here are zucchinis. They were planted a bit later than the rest. Dandelion roots. I have a couple of zucchini plants here. These are my squash. The ones that I soaked actually worked. I didn't give an update on it, but it did work. A couple of days, maybe 2-3 days later, they were out. And like I said, I have some wild potato plants. Not wild, but volunteer maybe from last year. I have another one right there. And I have zucchini growing there. Let's see this one here. I'm guessing was never fertilized, so it died. Oh, and I have a bigger one here. It's coming along. I'll leave it there for a couple more days. I have another one growing there. This one here. This plant here was yellow zucchini. There was one the other day and it wasn't fertilized, so it simply died. Whatever I planted here, I think I had watermelon, cucumbers, nothing grew. There was those plants there that I wasn't sure what it was. So I accidentally removed this. So I'm guessing that there was something in there. I don't know what they are. If anyone knows what these are, all I know is it's something that I planted inside, brought it out because I have this one here. Now what could it be? Not sure. Tiny Tim tomatoes here. See, they're growing. They didn't turn red yet, but hopefully they'll be soon. And I have some more potatoes here. These are the potatoes that I planted from potatoes I had left inside the house. And my peas are finally growing. This is the second batch I planted. See, they're flowering now. These ones are doing well. I have a tomato plant here that's just started growing tomatoes. These peas here are getting there. I can probably pick up a couple, but I'll leave them there for a little bit longer. This is something I like to see. Bees in my zucchinis. Way to go. This here is what I came out to pick up today. Yellow beans, they're not all ready. It's not all of them that are ready, but I do have a couple here and there. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely one possible harvest right here. So here I have a couple of small strawberries. I figured the kids would have eaten them by now. I don't know if they don't see it because they're further. And since a couple of my strawberries died, I decided to plant some beans. A lot of sunflowers. Here my corn is coming along. I have some red onions here. It's funny how everything grew here. These ones here are not too bad. I have some nice onions. These ones, oh, see, I have some flowers here. Probably some seeds in there. Look at these onions here. I know for a fact that I can pick up these ones now. Look at this one, and look at this one. So, not so bad for the first time of the year. So I have about 4 onions in there, and a couple of blueberries that are probably squished on the bottom, 2 or 3 strawberries, and a lot of yellow beans. At least I have a lunch. The fact that I neglected the garden for so long probably didn't help. I'll have to make sure in the future that doesn't happen again. So hopefully I'll get the house. I'll get this one sold and I'll be able to buy the other one, and from there we can move forward. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to share, like, subscribe if it's not already done, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.